Let me ask all you something real. Why is it that in Trinidad the worst performer always the safest one in the room? I'm serious. The one who never prepared, never on time, never reliable. Protected like the last doubles vendor outside Ariapita at 2 a.m. Quality shaky. But nobody correcting that. We just grateful it's still open. That's how we treat performance. Grateful, not accountable. You ever notice that? The man who always late, every wedding, every lime, every funeral, 2 hours late and still walking in like he's headlining a Kes concert and we laugh. That's just how he stay. No, that's just what we tolerate. If punctuality was an Olympic sport, we wouldn't even qualify. But let somebody say, bro, respect people time. Now is, why you so on? You turning Yankee is Trinidad. Relax. Relax. You will stand in line by rituals in Gulf City for 40 minutes without complaining, but ask you to show up 10 minutes early. And now is oppression. Explain that math. In Trinidad, inconvenience is fine. Accountability is violence. Let's go deeper. Group chat. Planning a trip to Tobago. 4 people send deposit. 1 person send prayer hands emoji. And instead of saying why send the money or you're out, we say, nah man, give him a chance. Chance number 7. In Trinidad, chances unlimited. Standards limited. And the worst part, if somebody says, nah, cut it, they're the villain. We don't fix incompetence. We attack whoever exposes it. That's culture. You ever see a man who can't play football? Ball bounce off his shin like it allergic to competence. But instead of saying, sit this one out, we say, everybody must get a run. Yes, everybody must get a run. But not everybody must cost a match. Inclusion without improvement is sabotage with vibes. And vibes is our national currency. You ever notice mediocrity loud, confident, talking plenty, posting motivational quotes on Instagram? Stay focused, stay grinding. Grinding what exactly? The same results from 2018. Meanwhile, the quiet, disciplined one, working, improving, consistent. And we say he doing too much. Doing too much for functioning? In Trinidad, functionality looks like ambition, and ambition looks suspicious. Precision irritates insecure people. That's why when somebody organized, prepared, structured, the first reaction is not inspiration, it's irritation. Why he moving so? Because he's serious, and seriousness makes unserious people uncomfortable. Let's talk real life. The partner who always borrowing money, always short this week, always promising to pay back after Carnival 2022 still pending, but we keep lending. Why? Because confrontation awkward. So we finance incompetence and call it friendship. Then we complain about stress. Trinidad has a PhD in enabling. You ever notice how we celebrate effort like its outcome? At least he trying. Trying is step 1, not graduation. If trying was enough, Wasa would be world class. And don't pretend you didn't laugh, because the examples, the friend, the family member, the co-worker. And if you honest, yourself too. You ever say it cool when it wasn't cool? It cool is the most expensive sentence in this country. It cool is how mediocrity becomes tradition. It cool is how standards die quietly. We romanticize chaos. We call it culture. We call it vibes. We call it personality. That's just how he does be. No, that's just how we allow him to be. Once behavior becomes personality, it becomes sacred. Correct it. Now you're disrespectful. In Trinidad, tone is more offensive than failure. You could fail 15 times. Just don't correct it confidently on the 16th. Because now is ego war. We don't fix mistakes. We defend feelings. And feelings more protected than results. If this hitting a little too hard, subscribe. Because this is where we say what people thinking but scared to say out loud. You ever realize how low the bar is? If somebody shows up on time and delivers what they promised, we shocked. Wow boy, he real good, yes. No, he normal, the rest just dragging the average down so much. we celebrating basic adulthood. We treat consistency like superpower. We treat responsibility like personality upgrade. We treat preparation like foreign behavior. You too American. No, I just read the time and respected. Let me ask you something direct. If somebody started holding you to higher standards tomorrow, would you level up? Or would you say they're doing too much? Be honest. Because some of you don't hate incompetence. You just hate comparison. You don't hate standards. You hate being measured against them. And measurement exposes gaps. And gaps bruise ego. And ego here fragile like a brand new iPhone without screen protector. We don't remove weak links. We redesign the chain around them. Somebody unreliable, we stop depending on them. We don't confront it. We adjust. And every adjustment lowers the standard quietly. And then every year we asking for why nothing working. Nothing working because we trained it not to. If this episode made you laugh and feel slightly attacked at the same time, good. That means we're accurate. Share this with a friend who always says leave it so, because leave it so is the reason it stays so. Subscribe if you're ready for standards. If not, enjoy the vibes. Just don't complain about the results. Ask yourself why.